Doc Thunder. 5-7-2. Okay, 4 is the 7th of the 5th. Okay, so it's a Mixolydian 7th. It really only shares 2 notes. 5-7-2 shares only 2 notes, 7 and 2. But if you add the 7th of the Mixolydian, which is the 4th of the original key, then you're sharing 3 notes. You've got almost everything you need. And all you have to do at this point, it says -6, is take the 6th down, or you could take the 5th up. So you play a Mixolydian and then raise the root, and you've got a fully diminished chord. Now that is important. I just learned that. That's pretty easy. You know, if you play, well, let's do something and see where we got. If you raise that up, you got. Okay, let's try that again. That is fully diminished, right? Crazy, but it's full diminished. So we got, what do we got? And that is your normal shape for a diminished. Well, full diminished has some good qualities. That's not the subject of this lesson. We're chart hopping here. So let's go on to the next chart. So we pretty much covered this. You know, we've come clean with this half diminished chart. Where did that lead me? The next chart on the list, 104, substitutions, pattern, triad, pentatonics, and scales, transitional substitutions. Now that's a tough one. Triad pentatonic substitution, C-shaped root arpeggio, 5 root 3 to S to L, to G-shaped root on string, finished G pentatonic. Alright, I know one thing. That's one substitution. So, if we do a C root arpeggio, 5 root 3, okay. Okay, so what this is saying is, for this one right here, all we're looking at is this. Okay, try to move it over a little bit. It won't move over. All we're looking at is this. We're going to start here on a C root arpeggio, 5 root 3. I don't have that, but it's right there. So let's just realize this is what we're looking at. Okay, so I can tell you right now, we can just cut it out. Just cut it out or copy it. Okay, and bring our chart over here. We'll just set a place for it here. So here's going to be what we're doing. We got a C root arpeggio right here. Okay, so we got 5 root 3, okay, right there, 5 root 3, that's all we're doing. Then from there we're going to do an S2L. Well, guess what I almost covered up, or I did cover up. Here's an S2L. I almost covered it up. Here's our S2L. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. So we're going to do a C root arpeggio up to here. Then from here we're going to do an S2L. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root. And then we're going to go to a G-shaped root on string, finishing G pentatonic. Finish a G pentatonic, not start a G pentatonic there. Okay? Because that would be changing key. So we're just going to finish a G pentatonic. This is the G note. Actually, it's the root. Whatever it is. Let's see what it is. Alright, I got it. This G root is actually this guy right here. So here's a G-shaped root chord. So we're not going out of key. This is just the G of the G root. The root of the G-shaped root is right there. That's a C note if we're in the key of C. This is a C note, we're in key of C. Okay, so here's your C down there. And that's all it's saying. And then finish for that. So we'd start with the C shape. We do this. Then we go to an S2L. Then from here we're going to finish with a G. Okay, then so all it does is that's all. It isn't necessarily musical. It's just a way, you know, to kind of like, what are we doing? What are we doing? What, princess? What are we doing? What are we doing? You're being a good dog, and I'm trying to teach guitar. Alright, so that's an interesting thing, what this chart is. You know, there's another one now that we know what we're doing. Let's grab another one. Okay. Right here. Now, this one says, this is what this chart's doing. C-shaped root, same thing, to S2L, 3, 5, 6 root, to root arpeggio. Root arpeggio, okay, we're going to start root. We're going to go root 3, 5 because of the tuning warp. We've got a warped arpeggio there. What are we going to do that 5? Then we're going to go to S3XL, 5, 6, 7. We could stay on string with root 2, 3 because there's a half step in between the S2L. Why is that? Why is that half step? Okay, well, let's look at our S2L right here. How can we do that half step? There's our S3XL rather. S3XL. Stack of 3, extra long. What happened? Look at this 6 here. You see this 6 here and this 6 here? They are the same note. This 5 is the same note as this 5. This 7 is the same note as this 7. This root is the same note. It's the same pitch. It's the same pitch. So is that, but it's not in tune. So it's you know that song, so I shouldn't be hitting that string wrong.